We definitely give thanks. This is where the megaliths meet the stars. Once again, this is Greencastle Hill. And of course, let me just say once again, as we are celebrating the winter solstice, this coming Sunday, we'll be having a grand event. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube, just continue to go through our channel and you will see the festive event that we have this Sunday as we have our sunset hike. And let me just remind everyone internationally, if you want to come to Antigua and visit the Stonehenge of the Caribbean, you do not necessarily have to wait on the winter solstice or any of the equinoxes. All you have to do is to contact us. We usually have our information even below in the link in the description below. It is usually there, but you can email me priestisaac27@gmail.com and make all a reservation, and we'll create a package around the amount of days that you want to stay with us, so you could come and visit the megaliths for yourself. Because as I said, right now we are in the Eternal City. This area is known as the Eternal City, one of the strongest area of concentration as it relates to these megaliths, these volcanic rocks. The Eternal City also has its own specific thrones. They have different rocks here on the Eternal City that stand out. Some represent the commandments of Moses, some represent bucket seats, some represent podium that you go and give lectures, and you also have the seats as well where people would come and sit in. So you got to keep in mind, you know, these rocks are aligned with the movement of the stars. That's like the key thing. And again, I will stress that these rocks protrude naturally out of the earth. I mean, what more do you want than that? And you cannot count the rocks. It's not 100 rocks, you know. It's not about 1,000 rocks or maybe 10,000 rocks. 10,000 rocks, countless of thousands or countless of rocks. You can't even say countless of millions of rocks, because you got to keep in mind this is just one area of the hill, and then we have the area going up to the eastern side. The phallic and the vulva is basically going up to the trail, and up where you have the grave of the former British governor of the Leeward Islands, Governor Baldwin. That's at the climax of the hill. And then over to the southern side, that's just another area by itself, where we have the area we call Lalibela, and also the Space Observatory. So I mean, my brothers and sisters, this is a key spot. This is the ancient and modern. This is Mount Anu. As I said, the volcanic rocks aligning with the heavens. So a lot of people have been speaking about the light that they have been seeing in the heavens. Some people say you could see it from Suriname as far maybe even as Puerto Rico. Some people say you see it in the evening, like it has a trail behind of it. Well, I mean, there's so many things. We have done so many programs as it relates to, you know, the reality of UFOs and these different things, and I would just invite anyone to go and research or revisit these programs. But the point is, if there's anything outside of this sphere, you know, which will still be us, this is a prime area for connection right here in Antigua, right here in Anu, you know, amongst the megaliths, because this represents a portal. When you come here, you could literally feel the frequency. That is why we gather here on the winter solstice and the equinoxes. Scientists already explained that these rocks align with the movement of the stars. So those of you who believe in your horoscope or your horoscope, anywhere you turn, it's still horror. And your astro misguide, because it is a misguide really. But the point is, we comprehend that, you know, the day that you were born and where the planets were in relation to the stars and the rising of the sun, and if you were born in the day and the night, or new moon, full moon, all of these things, it is very important. Yes, it's important, and you should revisit these things. So obviously, the rocks here, countless of rocks, aligning with the stars, must produce some level of frequency. The megalithic sites around the world that were prepared and made by human beings. You know, even the Great Pyramid of Giza and the Great Pyramid that you have here in Central America, at least in this part of the world, they were designed and created by people. Some people say aliens. Well, whoever, somebody had to come and put them together. These megaliths here, stelas and boulders, literally protrude out of the earth. So that's a different chemistry altogether. So obviously the vibration and the frequency would have a little more leverage towards naturalness than even those that were created by human beings, you know. So as I said, we are amongst the heavens. The megaliths meet the stars. Green Castle Hill, countless of boulders, countless of megaliths just stretching across the hill. As I said, if you want to visit us, you know how to contact us. And we'll be going up to the vulva in a moment, which represents the female reproductive system. Then we will visit the phallic, and then we will go to the climax and give you a good view of exactly where you are here in Antigua, Anu, ancient and modern Heliopolis. Holy Emmanuel I, Selassie I, Jah, Rastafari.